Today's the rundown. It's Wednesday. Leesa Mattresses brings you today's rundown. Mattresses. $125 is now the discount. So if you need yourself a new mattress, they start at just $525, and then you get $125 off. Jared, do the math. How much is that mattress going to cost you?
I wasn't paying attention.
Well,
Jared's getting weird with me. He always gets really weird whenever we're on the rundown together.
you're a weird guy.
Last time his
Kinda
take,
weird,
every
dude.
time we asked for his take, he just said nothing matters because the world's gonna get
Yes.
swallowed up by the sun.
I mean, that was a
Respect
great
that.
take.
That was a great take.
It's true. I actually dropped
think-
that on someone last night at Yankee Stadium.
When you were losing?
Yeah, like some Yankee fan was like chirping me about
Yeah,
the
it's
game,
like,
and
well,
I was
it
like,
doesn't matter.
fucking sun's gonna wipe this place out, dude. Who cares?
Who cares about who's in first place in the AL East? We're all fucking dead.
Yeah.
Go to leesa.com/barstool. You get $125 off your first mattress. It gets delivered right to your house. You get to sleep on it for 100 nights. If you don't like it, you can return it. It's more affordable, more comfortable than any other mattress on the market. Leesa.com/barstool.
A bunch of the guys are rocking Lisa's now. Fucking YP and they all got
I mean,
Lisas.
everybody. They've outfitted this entire company.
I'm
We're
glad
all
YP
sleeping
got
on
one.
Leesa.
I mean, he was literally sleeping on a fucking air mattress. So the fact that he has a legit mattress and it's a great one, I'm happy for
I think
him.
he was sleeping
Oh,
in a
was
cage
that-
with
was
this
that-
little rodent thing.
That
for
was
a while.
precipitated. You needed to get a real mattress in your apartment, right? Yeah.
Sure, you could.
Like you were living in
Shout
a
out to
true.
Leesa mattresses. Actually, I can't do enough ad reads for how helpful this was. I was actually sleeping on a futon pad that I never built the futon.
Right.
It was really dire straits. It was
Yeah,
disgusting.
your apartment was in. Your apartment was.
It's still
Yeah.
disgusting.
Something.
And they
Have
got
good
me a mattress. I unfolded it. It was the easiest
It
thing.
just goes like.
and-
Whoop.
Yeah, and it's really comfortable.
Shout out
So
to
this is
YP.
not like a fake. This is like very real.
Real-
Thank
real-
you for helping people out here, Lisa.
Go
Saving
Lisa.
my life.
The VP of Duke University got a Starbucks barista fired because while he was waiting online for his like half soy mocha latte, they were playing Young Dolph, and Young Dolph uses the N-word in his music, and this Duke VP was very upset, complained, got this barista fired. Can you believe it, Nardini? That's ridiculous. You got to do the rundown one day, Nardini. What do you got on this
Erica
Duke
rundown.
VP? I'm just rolling backwards.
Yeah, I mean, like
Firing this person.
That
Getting this person
you got to expect that. I mean,
What?
It's fucking college.
Oh, I thought you meant you gotta expect like that you're gonna get fired. Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta expect the music to like.
Yeah, like
okay.
I mean, they're college kids. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I mean, like
I mean, listen,
someone-
that
someone
is
getting
almost
fired
making
here
too
for
much
that.
of it. Like
Yeah.
it's a song.
maybe a
Maybe
warning.
it's a little inappropriate for like a Starbucks, whatever. But like it's a song being played in a public place while you're waiting for your fucking food. Like that's not gonna change your life. It's not. It's not.
It's not the end of
you
the
know.
world. No. Out of all the things that college kids could be doing, that's probably the least
Give me a
offensive
break,
thing.
dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Washington Post who wrote, these outlets always have like a great little one-liner, and they wrote the baristas did get paid severance checks is what they wrote. And I laughed out loud, and I had to reread it. I was
Nailed it.
like, okay, they
Nailed
used
it.
They wrote like they put the lyrics in like get paid, and then they were like they did get paid. Severance
Severance
checks. that was when I just stopped reading. I was like, perfect. That's
And
done.
not a high note.
I know everything
Washington
that
Post.
happened there. That
They
was
should have
great.
not even written anything after that.
That was
Just done with
perfect.
that.
It was great. It was like a Barstool blog.
I mean, that is just some stuffy shit, though.
Yeah, and the guy was obviously
You
he was getting like a vegan muffin and like this and
course.
that. He was the fucking
Yeah,
worst.
total asshole. The only bigger asshole is Piers Morgan and the rest of these celebrities who are upset that the Met Gala is appropriating Catholic culture.
Well, you know what? I'm a Catholic, Jesse, and I'm not normally a snowflake about these kind of things, but I do think there's a double standard here. Can you imagine, for example, if the Met Gala last night had had an Islamic theme or a Jewish theme? There would have been absolute uproar, outrage, probably violent reaction in certain parts of the world. And I'm sorry, but when I saw Sarah Jessica Parker with a nativity scene on her head, and I saw Rihanna as the Pope and so on, I, as a Catholic, found that quite offensive.
How do you walk me through that?
I can't.
Okay.
I don't quite. I mean,
No, but you're our
if I
Catholic
could,
guy.
If I could, if I could eradicate one word from the fucking, tied at one, top nine here, Mets, Reds.
Is Harvey available today?
That's a good question. I hope so. That would be funny.
Hot start for the Mets today.
Batting out of order. The Mets
Batting
batted out of order.
Are you mad at Mickey Callaway for that?
Yeah. I mean, it's
I-
more of a like. This is
bad
more
luck
of a
for
like.
everybody.
Listen, long before Mickey Callaway, long after Mickey Callaway, we're making fun of the Mets for dumb things
Yeah.
like this. So he happens to be the guy in the moment that fucked up. But this is more of a Mets thing. I honestly, I've never seen that. I don't. I guess so. Cabrera was on second, and the runner is out if you bat out of order.
I haven't
I didn't
seen-
even know
exact- I
the
just heard
penalty
they batted
because
out
I've
of
never
order.
seen it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's,
That's how stupid the fucking Mets are.
I feel bad for putting that on Mickey Callaway, though. I feel like that's someone else's fuck up. I feel like he's too smart of a guy for that to be on him.
I guess so. He gave the wrong lineup card to the home plate ump.
Wasn't he supposed to be like the Messiah? Like, weren't they talking about
He
him like
was
he was
through 14 games. Bro.
Yeah, 11-1. You'll always have that.
I still think he's a good manager, but you
Yeah.
know, if Gabe Kapler did this, forget it.
There would be fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we? So I hate the word appropriating. I thought appropriation is a good thing. I've said this a million times before. Like when other cultures are adopting other people's customs and integrating them into their lives, it's like, no, let's keep with segregation. You have this kind of hair, you have this kind of music, you eat this kind of food. That to me sounds like a bad thing. I thought the whole melting pot thing was a good idea, but not anymore. Appropriating is the problem. I do think Piers Morgan was right in that, like, if the theme was like Jews, it would be like weird. You know, if the theme was like Muslims, people would be like, what's going on here? They were just like, oh yeah, Catholicism. It is just strange how like certain religions would be problematic and certain wouldn't. And it is funny that, like, I don't know, we're all running around in Pope costumes if you were to like dress up as other
what
religious
they were
figures.
actually doing?
I mean, Rihanna dressed as the Pope, like straight up had the Pope hat and like a sexy dress on.
I will say I didn't know that the Catholicism thing was like even a theme.
Yeah, they
And
always
I
have a
was-
theme for the Met
I
Gala.
was like out in Oregon, like kind of checking Twitter in between holes. I was playing golf, obviously, and I just kept seeing pictures of people in these crazy fucking Catholic outfits, and I was just like,
what's going on?
these guys are super Catholic. Like that's just kind of all I thought. And I was
Something's going on here.
But
Yeah, no.
I mean, appropriation is great. I think it's awesome. It's like you kind of put your own spin on it.
I feel like we're probably speaking like two ignorant, privileged white people because everyone
'Cause
else
we
seems
are?
to be, seems to be upset by appropriation. But I
Probably.
always thought that it was a good thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Kevin. I don't know what the Met Gala is.
That surprises me 0%.
Never. I
So it's
no
the
clue.
most like hoity-toity, high society, bougie, white-collar thing you can imagine. It's like the I think Anna Wintour runs it. You know Anna Wintour?
Nope.
Do you really, like, could you not even guess?
No
yeah,
idea.
I wouldn't. You ever see The Devil Wears Prada?
No.
Also not surprising. She's like the head of, I think, Vogue magazine. She's like,
Okay. I've
you
heard
know
of that
Vogue?
one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, and she just picked like the Metropolitan Museum of Art, whatever, whichever museum it is. It's just, it raises money for the museum.
Oh.
And all these famous people come.
Why
and
do these
and they
famous
all just
people
like
give a
suck
fuck
each other's
about the
dicks.
museum?
They
Yeah.
don't.
They just
They don't.
wanna
It's
look
just like,
at
I
it
want to
in
wear.
front
They give a
what's
fuck
the
about
theme?
appropriating Catholicism.
Yeah. I mean,
They
Katy
do.
Perry showed up in
I saw
angel
that.
wings
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
100
That
feet
was
high.
wild.
Yeah, she also killed a nun not too long ago, so like that's some balls on you, Katy Perry.
I feel like Katy
She's gone through
Perry's
some
stock
stuff.
has fallen a lot.
Oh
Like, she
yeah.
was,
Nate
like-
said it best. Nate said Katy Perry couldn't sell out his apartment. he has a long-standing feud with Katy Perry.
Nate said that of
Yeah.
all people.
Like,
Like,
she-
Like
Nate.
if Katy Perry said, "Hey, I'd like to do Nate at Night at Barstool," Nate would say no.
Yeah, like
That's where Katy Perry's stock
she
is
was
at.
hosting what, American Idol?
Yes, she still is.
So she was
and
hosting
she's
American
making. By the way, as we talk about her stock falling, she's making $25 million a year. So
That's
Speaking
not-
of
it's
like
not
angel
terrible.
wings and shit, when she did the Victoria's Secret fashion show, that
did
was like
that,
her
Katy
peak.
Perry?
Like back in like 10 years ago or
okay.
something. She did
Yeah.
it, and that like to think that she went from that to us now, like the fact that Nate gets to chirp her fucking Nate all the time it's
The fall from
devastating. I
grace.
used to love Katy
Yeah.
Perry.
Yeah, like what I saw. The only thing I've ever seen of her on American Idol was her like having like a crush on some dude that had just auditioned, and he like kind of curved her. And I was like,
not good.
yikes.
Yeah.
Like
if
that's
you're,
Katy
if you're
Perry.
getting embarrassed like that,
Yeah.
not good.
Pop culture Jared's my favorite.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
The only thing Jared knows in this world is baseball.
And some would say I don't even know that.
A lot would say that.
Yeah.
Especially after you run your mouth and you're talking shit, you go to the stadium and the Yankees win and you just look like an asshole.
I mean, that's just like no one's a fortune teller. You don't know that those things are gonna happen. When I say that,
right, but you like really don't know that they're gonna happen.
I mean, no one does.
But like you really don't. You seem to know the opposite of what's gonna
No, I
happen.
think that just what I put in the universe, the opposite happens all the time.
Right.
That's not like a matter of knowledge. That's just like a matter of like God saying like, "Fuck you, dude."
Do you know who you're talking to? Do
Yeah.
you know, like,
Well,
as
like,
you say
you-
these
This
things,
is
and
gonna
you
You're,
can,
you're the
and you can-
opposite. You're the opposite. I put optimistic things into the universe that become a negative thing. You put negative things into the universe that become true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What?
fucked up, God.
Yeah.
I don't even really know what you guys are fucking talking about.
Dr.
A
Dre,
real optimistic rundown. With
the
two of you
Dr.
guys.
Dre that we know tried to sue a Dr. Dre, D-R-A-I,
Yeah.
gynecologist, and said that this is causing confusion in the marketplace. And the gynecologist won. And he got like he got some scratch from Dr. Dre. It's like $5,000 that he needed to pay him. He is the author of 20 Things You Did Not Know About the Vagina. So I think you should get that book.
Yes.
I think all of the lesbians in your life would agree that you maybe need that book.
I mean, I can definitely brush up on my vaginal literature.
I think there's probably like 220 things that we all don't know about the vagina.
Correct, but I feel like there's only so much that you need to know. It's kind of like when you have like 1,000 channels, you only really watch 2. Like
I
that's kind of where I'm
respect
at.
that
on the
analogy.
vagina.
So like
Yeah.
there's that and there's that
Yeah.
and then that's it.
That's all you need to know?
A little bit of that.
little come here, a little da-da-da, you're good to go.
Yeah.
I
you
respect that.
do the
That's also why-
do
that's also
the
why you
Khmer,
turn-
the record scratch and you're good.
You have turned girls lesbian because that's
Yeah.
all you know.
I would have thought this gynecologist would like be going at the real Dr. Dre, not the other way around. Like, why the fuck does he care about this guy? Like,
Yeah,
this
it's a
guy-
little
he's,
strange.
he's on hard times. He's only making like a fucking $1 billion.
I hope I
a
didn't screw
year.
that up, by the way. You might be right. Now that I'm thinking about it, it makes a lot more sense.
That guy
the way
going
around.
after
Wait, you
him
think
would
that
be
the
like, hey, we're
vaginal
in the same-
doctor was coming after Dr. Dre?
It would make more-
Dr. Dre.
Okay, he
the
was doing it.
rapper,
Okay.
Came at the,
Okay, so I was right the
guy
first
with
time.
the
Yeah, he was just like, listen, there's only one Dre, and it ain't you, pal. I respect that too, though.
But it's not even spelled the
Like
same.
he's just
Well,
stomping out anybody.
I don't hate that
D-R-A-I?
notion either.
What
I kinda like
what
just
happened
clean him
first
out.
is Dr. Dre, the gynecologist, filed to trademark his name.
Yeah,
The
so-
attempt
I like
to
that
trademark-
move too.
so-
I like
the
all
attempt
these
to
moves.
trademark the
Yeah,
name
yeah.
led to Dr. Dre
So-
trying to
Just the
block
Dre
it.
battle.
If someone's like
Completion.
trying to legally copyright that shit, it's like, nah, there's only one Dre, and it's me.
So he got legal with it. My guy, the doctor.
Yeah.
Trump, they said, do you think you should win the Nobel Peace Prize? He said, everyone says I should. I'm not going to say that, but everyone else says I should. Incredible. I mean, he's been doing this since day one. I didn't say that when he retweeted it. I wouldn't say XYZ, and then it's his patented move.
I do that all the time.
It's a great move, but to be saying it about the Nobel Peace Prize and the fact that like it is kind of possible, likely even. I don't know what to say. I don't know the whole details on that, but like he
I'm gonna
might
be
win
honest
it.
with you, Kevin. I don't know how the Nobel Peace Prize works.
Neither do I.
But I feel like a guy that just bombed Syria probably shouldn't be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
You deserve the Nobel Prize, do you think? Everyone thinks so, but I would never say it. You know what I want to do? I want to get it finished. The prize I want is victory for the world, not for even here. I want victory for the world, because that's what we're talking about. So that's the only prize I want.
I don't want to get political, but it sounds like I think some people might I don't know, Jared. He's also saving children from being gassed. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it depends on how you look at it.
That's what I'm saying.
The fact that this has been like his #1 PR management strategy from day one is to
Yes.
be like, now I would never say that like Rand Paul is
It
really
is
ugly, but
Awesome move.
he
I mean,
fucking-
it is tried and true, and it
So,
works every time.
I wrote this in the blog that it's the exact same thing Dave does
Yeah.
with like old Dave would say this,
Yes.
and both of them it's
Yes.
this fucking stupid silly tactic.
Old Dave would call that
and
girl a slut, but I would
wildly
never do
successful.
that. You know, like-
Right, it's a wildly successful tactic.
Yeah.
It just works.
It's
It
one of those
fucking
things
works.
where you can knock these people. I hate Dave. I think Trump's an idiot. They're like the most successful people in their field. What do you want me to fucking do? It works.
It's just such a good tactic. He figured it out
crazy.
before everyone else. Like I can actually, if I just say that I won't say something and then say it, I can say
It doesn't
anything.
count. He's like, it's a loophole. I have
He
a
figured out the
loophole for the world.
Yeah, and it's great.
It's a media loophole. It's incredible. Last topic. I know you got to get on to Dallas' show.
Yeah.
It's just an unbelievable visual here. This cop just point blank, just fucking shooting a groundhog in the face.
It was the commentary too. Like I saw this video on Twitter, and usually it's like people retweet like cute animal videos, and it's like, all right, when's the funny part coming? And then he's like, all right, come here. And she's like, oh, like he wants him to pet her, like he wants to get pet, and he just fucking blasts this thing, like fills up
said
like
it was
50
behaving
Cent.
like not suspiciously, but erratically. Gotta fuck.
Maybe
like
he
the
was
fucking,
lost.
like the thing had a gun
like
or
maybe
something.
It was
Like,
lo-
what was he?
I mean, I guess like when you have rabies, you kind of like you're acting weird. Maybe he was just lost, says
Yeah,
Jared.
maybe like why can't you call animal control to capture the fucking thing? Maybe.
I
maybe
mean,
it's
listen,
like,
we're not talking about a puppy dog. We're talking about a groundhog.
yeah, but I mean, like you know, it's still a living being. And you just want to fucking shoot it because it has
I mean,
rabies?
I wouldn't shoot it, but I think it's a very funny picture.
I could watch that cop treat the like whole groundhog strategy thing like they were working on like a tactical approach to a kill house. It was like keeping it a certain distance,
like-
like on like
like
a knee,
around it and
like
stuff.
doing the perimeter walk around it and shit. I was like, dude, it's a fucking groundhog. Like, what are you doing?
Why,
Just
why,
go
why would
throw,
you even
kick
like,
it off
like,
the sidewalk.
Like, don't do anything. Just like get in your car and drive away. It's just a fucking groundhog on the middle of the street. Who cares? It's not like it was on a playground or
I
something.
mean, it
Right.
was. I mean, the fact that they stopped traffic for this and people were taking out their phone. He had to know that people were recording this, And they were like, "Oh, like that's so cute! Like he's trying to guide it across the street."
Bow!
And he just fucking blasted
Dude, I
this
had a
thing.
skunk. I had like a dying skunk near my house like a month ago. And I called this animal control guy. He just came, bow, shot it, threw it in a garbage bag, tied it up, threw it in the back seat of his car. Just like, yep, all right, cool.
Really?
I was like,
Were you
whoa.
like, that was awesome?
It was pretty intense. And then he was like, I had to get like the bill, the invoice, and he sat in his front seat of his car with a dead skunk and was like handing it to me through like the driver's side, the passenger side window, and it just stunk like a motherfucker.
He shot it with a gun.
It was like it wasn't like a fucking like Glock, but it wasn't like a dart gun either. It was something in between that was a pretty like.
It was lethal force.
Yeah, oh yeah, this thing was dead as shit.
R.I.P.
He
to the
bagged
skunk.
it and threw it in, yeah. I don't know.
Sucks.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. the skunk and the groundhog, dead as shit.
Both just dead.
Before you go, Yankees, Red Sox, you
Yeah.
had the Weasels chirping at you hard.
Yeah, I mean, like that, like the game last night. I said before the series, Red Sox 2 out of 3. If they were going to lose one, that was going to be the game. They had their ace going. The Red Sox had their number 5 starter going, and they barely won. So we'll see how the rest of the series goes.
Oh, one more thing. Ichiro says, who the fuck is Tom Brady?
Yeah.
That is an unbelievable Ichiro line.
So, like, do you believe him?
Yes.
I believe him too.
Yes.
Like everyone's saying, like
the only
there's
thing
no
I'll
way he
say
doesn't
about
know.
this, I think he's been a little like sneaky before, where he like pretended to not know English, and remember when he was like, he was talking shit about Cleveland. And I feel like he's kind of like tongue-in-cheek Ichiro sometimes.
Yeah.
But I also think he has no idea.
He's just so crazy about baseball and his workout regimen and the science of hitting and all that I believe that he has.
He's
no
like
idea.
you, but super successful.
Right.
Like he picked baseball and he dominated
He
it.
was good at
and you
it.
picked baseball and you're bad at it, but
Right.
it's both all you guys do.
Perfect example. Yeah.
I think you nailed that. That's actually exactly what it is.
Like I could see you, like who the fuck is Anna Wintour and who the fuck
no
is like
idea
all
who that
these
is.
people. It's like Ichiro has no idea who Tom Brady is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
The
Wow.
successful Jared Ichiro.
Yeah.
That's the rundown.
It's good stuff, Jared. Way to go, buddy.
I mean, I avoided any morbid takes today. Kinda.